I just came out, like, I wanted to, if you can see, it's like a lake, and I wanted to have a quiet time. First of all, happy last day of the year. Yeah, so I wanted to have a quiet time and do that. And all. Like, it's funny how you can't actually come out as a young girl alone and just even the looks you get and everything. Like, if you come to a place alone and everything, like most all of us be booed up, and then one arrogant idiot comes without even saying excuse. He stands in your way and is pretending to make one stupid call, and the next moment he's saying my name is blah 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 and everything. Where are you from? Please, can I have your number? I'm just coming from the office. I'm like, okay. Hold it right there. I don't understand. And it's like, oh yeah, if you can see my office, it's just over there. Because the office over here is like a Nigerian content, and it's like, it's the NCMB. I said, so where do you work? He said NCDMB. I'm like, oh my god, that's like supposed to, it's supposed to entice me. I've heard as per oil and gas, like that is arrant nonsense. I'm just really angry right now. What a young single girl has to go through. In fact, you don't even have to be single to go through it anyway, but it's not going to stop me. I'm doing what I want to do, so
cause I don't want nobody change me now. Cause I like to be myself. If you're not agree, you can walk away. You can walk away, you can walk away. Something in my mind makes me think that ain't nobody perfect. Something in my mind makes me think that ain't nobody perfect.
To my YouTube channel. My name is Elizabeth, and it's the last day of the year, and as you notice, I'm actually outside. I'm at a place called the Pavilion. Yeah, it's like a lake, and I wanted a different scene to shoot this video, and I'm sorry if it's shaking because I'm using one hand to do that and all. So it's the last day of the year. I've said that 1,000 times and everything, and I just want to say that even if it's not your time to start counting, oh, I didn't achieve this, I achieved that and all that, even if you didn't achieve so much, for the fact that you're alive and you're here and you're breathing, it's an achievement. So you have to be grateful for that. And yeah, you have to be grateful, really grateful for that. So that's what I'm grateful for. And hope is what keeps you alive, right? Hope for a better tomorrow, and 2021 hopefully will be better. We are told not to hype it because we are all scared, but we cannot help but hope that 2020 will be better anyway. But that's not what I called to talk about. Or I said I called. That's not what I'm doing this video. That's not what this video is all about. So I don't know if I'm a YouTube junkie. I just found out that, and I'm your YouTube web series plug, especially for maybe Nigerian web series. I know. So if you're familiar with Ndani TV, yeah, Skinny Girl in Transit, does that ring a bell? If you have not watched Skinny Girl in Transit, I don't know what you're waiting for. You need to watch it. It's really nice. So there's a new series that just came out. It's called Game On, and yeah, it's on this is like the 3rd episode I just aired today, and I felt like it would be nice if I just do like a mini gist about it, where we can, like, I can air my views, and also you can air your own views too on the comment section and all that. So it's on the 3rd, and normally what I would do is to just talk about the episode that just aired on each Thursday and all, but since I am just starting on the 3rd episode, so I'm just going to do a quick rundown of the 1st and 2nd episode and the 3rd episode, and just a little gist about it. And please, I want this to be as participatory as possible, so please leave your comment, tell me what you think. This is just me telling you what I think about it and what I've gotten, and some of the comments, because I do read comment section. Like when you watch series or when you watch something on YouTube, do you go through the comment section to see how it is? Tell me if you go through it anyway. So yeah, the first one started with, okay, I think it's the title of the web series is Game On, and it starts with 2 couples, one couple married and one couple unmarried. And okay, it starts with, and they are friends. The couples are friends, and it starts with a one of the couple, the lady in okay, we have Leye and Mayowa, and then we have Tega and Sazi. Yeah, so Tega, Leye and Mayo, I'm sorry if I get to mix it up, it's still new, so we are not so used to it yet. So Tega Tega and Saze are the married couples, while Leia and Mayowa are not. So it starts with Mayowa finding a ring in Leia's box, and she thinks maybe he wants to propose. Flashback, like, let's know, I'm not even going to go out and tell you the whole details, but she goes to her friends and she's the whole excitement and everything because they've been dating for like 3 years and 7 months. And the other married couple, they're just having their marriage anniversary, their fourth marriage anniversary. So they've actually been together for almost the same time and all. But it turns out that Leia was not actually proposing to her; he was holding the ring for one. So she was really surprised. And then when she confronted him about it, it was like because they're having a living relationship where she lives with him, shares the bills and everything. And it's like, well, I like the life that we're living here, so why do we need to complicate it, or why do we need to like take it further? And she's shell shocked and she's disappointed because obviously every girl wants marriage. I don't know, maybe not every girl, but at some point, especially when you've been with somebody for almost 4 years. But the whole dilemma about that thing is, how would you be with somebody for like 3 years and 7 months? And okay, let's say at first communication is key in something. At first, because she was like, he was like, I thought you said you didn't want to get married and everything. There's something about change. Like I used to say, like next year. Now people are saying, oh, when you get married, I'm like, now when I'm looking at it now, next year is not a year I want to get married and everything. But things might actually change. I might meet somebody that I really can't wait to spend the rest of my life and different things and end up getting married. It doesn't mean that I can still say I don't want it now. So the fact that I say I don't want something now, in the next few hours, in the next few minutes, or in the next few months, even if human beings were fickle, that's why you need to communicate. So along the line, obviously 3 and 7 months, things will change. But for guys, I think it doesn't really change for them. So what would have been good for her was to have maybe Ed have you and told him. And it goes like the very very funny part there was when she told him, like, so you're finished milking the cow, you don't see the value in it. And that's actually true. Like, she's living with him, they are practically husband and wife, doing everything husband and wife does. So I'm sure he doesn't really feel it. So it was quite sad for her and all. And in this other couple, they have like the perfect, you not say the perfect life or seemingly perfect, but it's not. The man is actually going through stuff and everything, and his wife is not contributing. She's having a business, but she's hiding money and she's leaving everything from him and all. But in her mind, they have like a perfect marriage, but the man is going to stuff, and it seems like she's actually cheating, but we don't know yet. In the second episode, it's called Premium Tears. Really, Premium Tears. At this point, Leia, remember the unmarried couple, like she's really angry, and she told him that if you're not ready, if after 3 and 7 months you're not still sure about the whole thing, it's not like I want you to just because I want you to propose to me. I want you to want to marry me, and if you don't want to marry me, then there's a problem. And she decides that okay, they need to break up, but she can't move out of the house because she just paid part of the rent and she does not really have anywhere to go to, so she's staying in the house and she's quite devastated. And then she's receiving advice from her friend, and on the other hand, this her friend, her husband is going to, I'm sorry if I'm actually going so fast, I'm just trying to, like, I don't want this video to be too long. Sorry about the noise, the car is about to move, I know. So yeah, she's receiving advice from this her married friend, thinking yeah, everything is good and all. Meanwhile, this her married friend, like, the husband is really frustrated, but she's not seeing it. Imagine there was a scene where like the husband was so sad talking about money, and before you know it, she was just pressing her phone, like she couldn't care less about it. There are some women that they just feel like the man has to be the one to provide everything, even in a when you find yourself in a situation to actually help. You're married to the person, it's both of you, so why would you feel that? And that is off. And the man finds out that she has been chatting with somebody else and he's suspecting her, and he also found like a huge sum of money. Meanwhile, she said business has not been good. Imagine how he'll be feeling when he found out that. And on this other unmarried couple, and they're just moving. So back to this episode, I'm sorry if I really breezed in. If you want to get the whole gist of this thing, you need to go and watch the series. Like, it's Game On in Ndani web series. So this second series is called And So the Games Begin. So it starts with, okay, I can't remember where it starts from, but the whole story about it was she receiving advice from her friend, like the unmarried couple, that's Mayowa receiving advice from Sazi, and Sazi is telling her that although Sazi says some really sensible things, but it's kind of funny because she's giving advice when she actually needs the advice she's giving, actually. And it's funny because Saze's marriage is almost falling apart. If she doesn't know, she's about to lose her husband because the husband has found out that she's cheating. Probably he's not really sure. He saw the chat, and you know the whole thing about her not contributing and everything. That one too is a big issue and everything. And but in her mind, she has this fantasy that her marriage. She's very delusional, and then she's dishing out advice. And although the advice she gave, for me, I feel like the advice she gave to her friend Mayowa is good because she's like, you need to. One thing she said, one thing she said, romance in relationships fade, and you need to look for a way to put it. And you need to make him know what he'll be missing. So, like she's telling Saze, no, she's telling Mayowa to like do some things to make the guy know what he means, and it kind of makes sense if it's done right. But I don't know, like I don't know how that's gonna work out. I know, but well, it seems like it's working out. We're going to find out in subsequent series. And one very funny thing that she said was the realization, like she doesn't know how she has been 3 years and 7 months without making this realization. And she said it was the ring, that like, the ring was like the alarm clock. The ring that she supposedly found and thought it was her ring was the alarm clock because it was the ring that made her snap out of whatever trance she was in and everything. But some in this whole series, I just wish like they should just switch. And one thing I've discovered in this is that, and you know, Saze and Tega. Did I mention Tega? Tega is Saze's husband. Yeah, the married couple. Tega is that kind of man. He doesn't really say anything, so he hasn't really confronted Saze. I'm sure he's giving her time to come out, but he hasn't said anything, and she's still under the delusion that everything is alright. Like I feel like everything about this whole relationship stuff is about communication. Like you should be able to communicate. If there's one thing I learned and I really want in any relationship is communication. No matter how awkward, how bad, and how it may seem, just communicate. And early communication matters. Like once you feel it, say it. If you feel something, you say something. Yeah, if you feel something, say it. What do you think about communication? Because I feel like if people would communicate very well, a whole like many misconceptions, assumption, and even broken relationships and marriages should have been fixed and everything. If like Tega would just confront Sade and call her bullshit to her face and all, maybe she would snap out of her delusion. And if Mayowa had confronted Leia from the beginning, like when she started feeling like they need to get married and all, like I feel like he would have known, because you can't expect somebody to assume what it is and all. So that's more like it. So comment on the section, like in case you've watched it, like what's your take on it. And also today in this review, what's the major word for this review, or the major thing I want us to ponder about is communication in relationships. So until next series, I'll be doing subsequent videos, but I promise to like bring reviews on mini gist on this. And also I want to know what you think about it. And so the next time we'll be seeing, or you'll be hearing another video, will be in the new year. So happy new year in advance.